Carl Benjamin from the Lotus Eaters. Carl Benjamin. Nigel is rolling out all of our talking points to millions of people. What a fantastic turn of events. Nigel Farage, let's hear this. I think this is the kind of populist stuff that is going to go over very well after being betrayed by the Conservatives for a decade and a half.
If you've got net migration running at 750,000 a year, it's not surprising the size of the economy grows. But the income per head has fallen for the last 6 consecutive quarters. The penny is beginning to drop. Mass migration is making us poorer. Mass migration means our kids and grandkids can't get houses. Mass migration means rents are up between 20 and 30% in the last 3 years alone in this country. Mass migration means I almost missed this interview. The traffic is now so bad on our roads because 6 million more people live here than when the Conservatives came to power. Now, you can argue economics all you like, but I'll tell you something. This is now the 5th manifesto in a row from the Conservatives that has promised they'll reduce net migration. No one believes them. And Labour have almost nothing to say.
Yeah, and the Conservatives in England are going to be wiped out in this next election because nobody believes them anymore. They might as well have just had Labour. There wouldn't really have been much difference. There might have been less mass migration had Labour been in. Who knows? So I think the future looks bright for Farage. Although, of course, he's attacked as far right and everything, blah, 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 blah. He's right. GDP per capita is still way below fourth quarter 2019 levels and isn't forecast to rebound until 2025. Turns out importing millions of low-skilled workers, dependents, and students isn't a great way to boost per capita economic growth. He is the only one who talks complete sense. This is exactly why he is hated. Yeah, it doesn't seem like the only people who tell the truth are the ones that are the most hated. The most hated. The truth seems to be the most hated thing in the Western world right now, at least to the people that have been running it. They're terrified of it. They call it far right, for God's sakes. They call it extremist. Nigel firing on all cylinders. Good to hear. The turn from the EU has given him a confidence boost, but he still needs to go harder, though. He's too soft. I think he's doing his best. So strange that this crisis has hit the UK simultaneously with Australia, Canada, the US. Do national governments really have that much power when everything seems to be so coordinated across the globe? Well, this is the big question, right, that everybody wants an answer to. I think that they can make changes. I mean, look at Hungary, right? The EU has been hounding them. Now they're fining them €1 million a day or something because they won't let the migrants into their country. So it's an interesting question. Do national governments really have that much power when everything seems to be so coordinated across the globe? Well, I think the people that have gotten in have all been on the same page with each other, and that includes the Conservatives in the UK. But I don't think that somebody like Farage is ever going to bend the knee to any of that. And I think it's a matter of just voting in the people that we actually need. We don't need the glib people. We don't need the empty suits with the haircuts like a Trudeau, right? We just need real people. When they get in, we need to pressure them hard to live up to their word against all of the pressure that is going to be allied against them. Anyway, that's all I'm going to say about that. Please like, share, and subscribe. Sharing really helps me out. I thank you for that. I will see you next time.